celebration of the legacy of Kay Yao and the efforts to wipe out breast cancer. Kiera Mallard leads Texas Tech against Brittany Griner and the #1 Baylor Lady Bears. And we welcome you to Lubbock, Texas, where our emotions are running high. And here's sold-out crowd for today's Big 12 Women's Basketball Showdown. The top-ranked Lady Bears visit the Texas Tech Lady Raiders. Happy to have you with us, everyone. Tracy Warren along with Debbie Antonelli. And Deb, you can almost feel it. Brittany Griner and Baylor's return to Lubbock, Texas for the first time in a year.
As the #1 team, who happens to be the top scorer in the Big 12, this crowd has already whipped into a frenzy early on. This should be a circus-like environment and a lot of fun to be in.
Well, you look at Baylor, you look at the 21-game win streak, you look at them as the top offense and defense in the Big 12, and, oh yeah, there's Brittany Griner.
Well, they're pretty good. They're the #1 team in the nation, and Griner is the focal point for sure. She's on the top of everybody's scouting report because she demands the most attention in trying to stop her on the defensive end. She needs to have a double. She demands a double, and the outside shooting around her has gotten better. This has made Baylor a more versatile offensive team, of course, anchored with Griner inside.
And for Texas Tech, a fairly young team, they go with 6'3" center Kiera Mallard.
Mallard has to have a gigantic game. She's got to stuff the stat sheet. She's got to board it, but she also needs to hit some mid-range face-up jump shots. This is a Texas Tech team that is very confident. The first time they met, they had a 1-point lead. It was a 6-point game with a little over a minute to play, so they believe they can do it.
In fact, Texas Tech has won 2 in a row, including an upset win over 20th-ranked Iowa State. We are coming back to a fired-up Lubbock, Texas crowd. Baylor, Texas Tech, starting lineups in a moment.
Saving people money on more than just car insurance.
No one around to play catch with? No problem. Because with the Passback football, you can throw and catch by yourself. No strings attached. The game of football has never seen anything like the Passback. An amazing football trainer that rebounds and spirals back to the passer. It's perfect for serious fun and for serious training. Even top college and pro teams use the Passback. To get yours, log on to passbackfootball.com or visit any of these fine retailers. The Passback football. Get yours today.
Make it a pasta. Make it a pasta order. How do you pasta recording?
It's pouring.
We said, then we just sort of count.
Stay inside? Nah. Not when you have a 5-star overall vehicle score for safety. One more reason, Chevy Traverse delivers more.
And we welcome you back inside the United Spirit Arena in Lubbock, Texas for top-ranked Baylor taking on Texas Tech. Our starting lineups look like this for Baylor, a team that's 24-1, undefeated in the conference. They start just one senior in Melissa Jones. They go with Odyssey Sims, Demetria Hayden, Jones, Destiny Williams, and of course the 6'8" Brittany Griner. The starting lineup for Texas Tech also with a young lineup. No seniors in their starting lineup. Casey Morris, Christine Hyde, Monique Small, Jocelyn Hogan, who's worked her way into the starting lineup, and Kiera Mallard. This is a rematch of a game about a month ago, a game in which Texas Tech led by 1 at the half, but after a 36-22 run in the second half by Baylor, Baylor won that game 64-51. Texas, Debbie Antonelli.
Yeah, this is a great place, and part of the reason why the Big 12 has led the nation in attendance is because the crowds here are smart and they get it and they care about the women's game. But what we're going to see today is a very good Baylor defensive team anchored by Griner inside. And it will be incumbent upon Texas Tech to knock down jump shots. They're going to have to be able to make some shots. They were with that 1 point lead at halftime in the second half, shot just 27% in the second half. That won't be good enough to take on the #1 team today.
You can see Texas Tech in their home pinks, of course, to raise awareness for breast cancer research and in honor of the late Kay Yow, the former head coach at NC State. Christy Carey said the game against Iowa State was a must-win. They won it. What do you call this game against Baylor?
Well, I think you're in that stretch of games where you're inside the last 10, and it's certainly a piece of criteria for the NCAA Tournament Committee. I did not look at Texas Tech's schedule and think they have a bad loss on there. Their non-conference loss to Penn State is Penn State's second in the Big Ten right now. They were 16-1 in their non-conference schedule. And I think playing in the South part of the Big 12 has to be factored in. I wish that we had in-conference RPIs that were public, that we could take care of teams that have those unbalanced schedules and have to play in a North versus a South. I think it would factor in to help somebody like Christy Curry and help their resume for the NCAA tournament.
And as you saw, she's in her 5th year at the helm of Texas Tech. And there is Kim Mulkey in her 11th season at the helm of Baylor, of course, winning the 2005 National Championship. And she said, hey, these kids are young. They haven't won even a Big 12 title. So we're taking this one game at a time. And even though we have the longest active winning streak in the country, we need to be focused on Texas Tech.
Texas Tech believes they can do it, and they seem to have a pretty good defensive formula in place. Now, whether it will work, that's another thing, because everybody starts with Brittany Griner, and then you work from there. But this is a Baylor team that's plus 10 outside the arc versus last year. And Melissa Jones and Odyssey Sims are a big part of the reason why they shoot the three better around Brittany Griner. It's made them a more versatile offensive team.
Brittany Griner will jump it up, as will Chantal Nobles for Texas Tech, and Griner wins the tip. Odyssey Sims runs the point for Baylor, the freshman guard out of Irving, Texas, and she has just been a standout in the running for Freshman of the Year in the nation.
Zone defense by Texas Tech to start the game. You'll see 2 pink jerseys around Griner in the paint. They don't want her to get an easy touch.
There is Griner, who got an easy first two.
And you can see how she is just head and shoulders over anybody on the front line for Texas Tech. You've got to have great ball pressure, take vision away from the passer, and then hope that you can challenge her enough to make it difficult for her to score.
And let's not forget, she's smack dab in the middle of the paint, and that's what Texas Tech has to shoot over.
And a nice two-man game.
And there is a foul against Baylor. And take a look at the winning strategies.
And for Texas Tech, Mallard's going to have to hit some mid-range shots. Griner will be on her some. They got to pull her with 2 feet out of the paint. And then your help line defense on the backside. When you bring the double to Griner, you got to make sure that you're aware of where the 4 player is and try to protect from that 4 player diving to the hoop.
Check that. Chantal Nobles gets caught for the foul for Texas Tech. So Baylor basketball has it tips. And here comes Texas Tech.
In theory, Tracy, you want to make Baylor make the extra passes so that they get deeper into the shot clock, and maybe they won't pass it into Griner and someone else will shoot it. Example right there on the baseline.
Count it and a foul. There's the attack mode that Christy Carey said she wanted to see from the opening tip.
You've got to be willing to go inside. You've got to be willing to attack. Griner gets pulled up the lane a little bit, and if it frees up the front of the rim, that's the best time to get inside.
And that's Christine